Today was a wild day. I had a good day. However, I could have made a lot of money today. I missed so many entries literally by a split second or a couple of cents. It was super, super frustrating. Um, I say that every day. I know it sounds like I'm just frustrated all the time, but I'm a perfectionist, and you kind of have to be that way as a trader. You have to really try to pinpoint things. So when you don't, when things are off by a couple of seconds or a couple of cents, they can obviously create that frustration, right? So um, it happens, and I know it sounds like I'm always frustrated, but I'm just trying to highlight the aspects that can happen, which are going to allude to that frustration. And it's always going to be there, but it's how you manage that frustration that is going to largely, in large part, dictate how well you are as a trader. So I was frustrated, like I said, because I had missed some entries and some setups, especially out the gate. Again, the watch list was on point from the get go. So I had VLDR. Nope, that's not it. VLDR. All right, so VLDR at the open. Okay, boom, here we go. Up to $23 over the pre-market highs. Opening range, break it. Okay, I didn't get filled on that. I would have taken, I was planning to exit at 23. So that would have been a perfect trade. In over the highs at 22.50, out at 23.50 on 500 shares would have been $250. I had what else do we have? Is it QS? Trade QS? Yeah, QS as well. Breakout here over 80 to 87.50. That was another one on the watch list. I caught that one, but the one I didn't catch was Rocket. This one, boom, this was frustrating as hell. Look at the pre-market pattern, right? The volume was a little bit light, but I started to see the volume come in, and boom, this one broke out over the highs here at 47. I tried to get long at 47, over 48, and then it ended up going to $63, $15. No fill by literally a couple of seconds. Missed it just by that much. Okay, so obviously a huge winner that I missed out on. Peloton. Now this is getting hammered. Market is tanking right now, so this is surprising. I thought I had a good chart. Did start to break out, started to run today, and then the market is just getting hammered in general. So what happened was I was watching it to break over 128.52. I had my order set at 118.52. I had my order set at 118.53. Literally as I'm punching it in, boom, this happens. 119.93 ended up going to 120.31. Again, point and a half. Missed that on that. So there was a lot of situations today where I could have been up a lot more. Now, that's not even the crazy part of today. We had GLSI was trading here, $5. Look it up here, $129. Actually, I think it got to 150 something, 158 bucks from 5. All right, now this is not predictable. This is not something that you want to look for as a day trader unless you're really, really skilled at momentum trades, fast trades. I'm pretty good at those, but not to the degree that I can manage my risk on it. So this popped up pre-market on a drug efficacy that's related to breast cancer cure, a breast cancer cure. So it's big news, right? But it jumped up pre-market, sold off, and there was halts in the morning, came back up, tested 26.50, came back down. Anyways, so it didn't really break out crazily until later on, but I was watching it. So I got long initially. Let's see if I can And again, this was another area of frustration in terms of order fills. So it hit 29.50 here, pulled back. I got long here, okay, at $28 because I thought it was, it's come up, made a higher low, or made a low, made a higher low, come back, pulled out, pulled back, touched the 90 EMA, started pushing higher again because I thought it was going to come up and push through here and continue and break through highs and all that stuff. So anyway, started to push up, came back down. I had my stop set for, because I only took 50 shares of this because I knew it was going to be volatile. I had my stop set for 23.50. Look where it goes to, 23.15. I didn't want to get caught on a drop through the VWAP. Now you could say that I could have held it for a VWAP bounce. Sure, but this is a really volatile stock, and I didn't want to have a drop through the VWAP because it would have been instantaneously a huge drop. So anyways, and also, real-time data and price action will change where the VWAP ends up being. So anyways, I had my stop set, and I got filled at 23.30, and it dropped to 23.15, and then came back up, went sideways, and I'm like, of course, all right. So I watched it again, and I still liked it, and I'm hesitant usually if it doesn't work the first time, but you can get the breakout point incorrect, right? That's what happened for me. So I looked at it again. I'm like, hey, you know what? All right, we'll set it this time to 29.50, right? That's the last area of resistance. There's nothing left here. So other than the pre-market highs, but intraday, there's nothing left. So if it breaks 29.50, it should go. So I got in for the break of 29.50, right? Starts moving, boom, boom, goes up all the way to 47. So, as it got up towards the pre-market highs, I'm thinking, okay, how much more does this have in it? It's breaking pre-market. My last exit on this was $47. So I took 50 shares, took some profit along the way, 47, right? And then you look, it just halts, goes up. So it pulled back, dropped down here. I actually got it right here, right, as it pulled back, $7 pullback, right? That's how much volatility there was in this. And then I thought about getting in for the break of 47, but I'm like, you know what, man, like I don't want to risk giving back profit. I'm up on the day. I'm just trying to grow the small account. So I thought about entering there. It looked like a good setup. And then boom, it just continues and it goes 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 straight up. And so yeah, that's crazy, right? Because if I had held my number one, my initial entry was 28, but and in the room that I trade in, I was just saying over 29.50 we can see a nice move over this to maybe the pre-market highs. So that's what my thought was. I wasn't thinking I was going to 100, but you try to hold some position for the longer term profits. But could you imagine if I had, not that this is predictable, but 29.50 to 158, right? It's over $100 a share, right? So would have been a nice little trade there. I could have taken more size, right? I could have taken 100 shares, 200 shares, and then seen, anyways, the potential was there, but that's an area of I can't manage my risk, right? And this is where the issue lies, right? So if I had to take in at 158, I almost actually took a position at 158 because I was like, all right, if we break 158, let's see what happens. And then, so it stopped there, and then it halted, right? And then, boom, halted down. So opened at 129, and then instantaneously, literally in a minute, dropped down to $90. So opened at 102 and dropped down to $90. So if I had 50 shares at 150 and it dropped $60, that's $3,000, right? So, that would essentially have like ruined my account. So that's the other side of it, right? You'd love to be caught on the way up, but getting caught on the way down is worse. So I want to be able to trade another day. So, but that's crazy. This happens like maybe twice a year, and it's hard to know when that's going to happen. And if you have a bigger account, then obviously you can, manage that a bit better. But Yeah. So, anyways, overall, it was a great day, right? This is the largest day that I've had in the account, right? Started date was 64.80, and now we're at 64.65. So, almost $1,000 on the day, and where the account's at up 175% of profit, right? What we did improve on clearly was shares traded, right? I was taking less share sizes on purpose because there were more volatile movers like QS and GLSI. Those were movers that I'd rather take the small size and scalp it than take a larger position and hold it, because I didn't want to get caught in a drop. So that's why we see the shares traded is lower, but the positions and the tickets were obviously a little bit more than if I only had 5 tickets. But that was my choice today. I don't feel like I overtraded. I was patient, and that's what we wanted to do. So a good day, and we started a little streak on the green streak again, right? And so we'll look to continue that tomorrow.